my drive belt continues to fall off. So I removed one of these idler pulleys. I found out that it's totally seized up. Will not turn. It's actually been rubbing a hole in it with the belt, and that's why it keeps falling off. Then the other pulley is also old. It makes a lot of noise when you turn it. So I bought a bunch of bearings. The 301s are for a Toyota and a Yamaha axle on a dirt bike. And then the 203 bearings. The 203 bearings are for serpentine belt pulleys, but you can only use them if they're metal pulleys. The plastic ones, kind of difficult to put a bearing in those. I did it this time just for fun. So I ground off the plastic, pushed the bearing out, left the side I was going to leave on the top, put my spacer back in it, and now it turns. But you can see it's a 203 bearing. The one that was in it before, it wouldn't even turn. Would not turn at all. And the one that was in here was making noise. So I drilled out the rivets that were in there and bought me some bolts and drilled the holes out to 1/4 inch so I could put the 1/4 inch bolts through it. So I've got the lever, little black lever there. It is in neutral. So is this one. If it were moved out, see it rolls now. Alright, so we got these 2 bolts out and we took the pulleys off. That's the idler pulley. The one over there is the tensioner pulley. So you want to spin these. Make sure they're not making noise. If they're making noise, then at least that one's spinning. Well, let's make a noise. And look, see how the belt's been wearing on there? I could actually flip that over. And this one right here, you want to make sure it's not making noise. This one's not. The one that was sitting over here was making all kinds of noise. Now these bolts are 2 different sizes. The shorter one goes in the metal one because the metal one has a shorter spacer on it. The plastic one, which is the idler, has a longer spacer in it. So we kind of get underneath there. Put this one on, put the nut on. It's a 13. You could use a half. Half's kind of tight. So coming in from the right side, this pulley, the idler pulley, is going to go right there. So there's that one. Let's get the metal idler. Now we've got to tighten those up. Okay, if you're going to mess with the tensioner, I flipped mine, so I had to put the spacer on the opposite side. The bearing's still kind of good, but I wanted to wear the other side of the pulley. So this spring right here goes into that hole right there. So make sure that lines up when you're putting it in. That's what keeps the tension on the belt. So when you're putting this belt back on, it's easiest to have it in neutral. And you want to get this in place. I'm going to pull it through this guide right here. So go around the idler first. Gotta reach way in there. We have 4-foot long arms. Here we go. So that one's on. That goes up to the transmission pulley. Now you do the tensioner one. This one right here. It's easiest to do that one. You can grab it from the front. You want to make sure it's through this guide. Now if you're replacing this belt, it's easiest just to take and put the new one under here to get it around here. You're going to put it under here and just turn this around, and that'll walk it around until it comes around the back engine pulley. I'm going to grab this belt right here, pull it around the tensioner. And now the front belt, just sitting right here, it'll pull on that tensioner. And then you can get it around these other two pulleys. And because it's in neutral, it'll spin. So now we got to do this one. Let's go underneath, make sure it looks right. Yep. And that one goes back to the transmission on the right side. And that one goes back to the transmission on the left side. That's the tensioner, and that's the idler. Now don't forget to flip it into drive. It's all the way over. We're ready to ride.